Today's a day that Ozzie Albies will never forget. He has signed a new 7-year, $35 million contract to be an Atlanta Brave. What a day for Ozzie and Braves country. And what a night tonight. We've got the Mets in town for game one of a 4-game series.
In fact, I think these two offenses are very similar in the East, and this will be a great test for both starting pitching staffs. And you like your odds when Kevin goes to work here at home.
Well, you know, when you make a trade for a guy, right, you're always wondering.
2011. And a swing and a miss. So Nimmo's strikeout woes continue. Gausman off to a good start. And the 3-2 again. Caught on a miss. Chased a high fastball. Gausman heats him up. 2 up, 2 down for Cano. Gausman ready is 1-2. Little tapper right back to the mound. And it's a very efficient 1-2-3 top of the first. Atop his Toyota starting lineup. He's been crushing left-handed pitching. Josh Donaldson, Freddie Freeman second and third. Ronald Acuna's homered in his last 2. And you know, Johan Camargo likes lefties.
4-0 in his career against the Braves with a .275 and a low average against, so he's pitched well against the Braves.
Little chopper hit toward third. Nice scoop by McNeil. Bad throw. And somehow at first, Alonso kept the bag. Josh hitting 184. And he swings the first one and bounces it toward short. Rosario sliding stop. Good play, and 2 are out. Boy, he covered some ground. Yeah, and these two clubs are so very similar with 10 walks. And he shoots this one against the shift to deep left. Nimmo back to the warning track. And it's down and over the fence for a double. Another opposite field hit for Freddie Freeman. Give him a 7-game hitting streak. And a fly ball hammered towards center. Lagares going back. Turned the wrong way. It's off his glove and off the base of the wall. Freddie scores. Acuna around second. He's on his way to third. Braves lead 1-0 and Lagares is hurting. Six scored first. Now Markakis. And that one's in play to Cano. And that will retire the side. Steven Matz has just given up his first hit on a changeup.
He's not a believer that you don't throw as hard out of the stretch.
That missed inside, ball 4. Back-to-back walks here in the second. Slow roller hit towards short. There's one. No chance to turn it as McNeil got down the line quickly on a slowly hit ball. That's a good sign. Gausman gets the ground. Fly ball well hit. That's headed toward the Atlanta bullpen. And that ball is gone. It's a 3-run homer. Rosario has hit his first homer. And the Mets cash in those walks here in the second inning. And they take their first lead in the series 3-1. That's scalded. Donaldson, nice play to his left. 2 outs.
Boy, he made some nice plays over there at third base. The hitting's coming. He's been hitting the ball hard, not getting many results, but his glove has been
30 minutes.
Well, time to go to work for Dansby. Drives one high in the air toward right. Conforto will drift back as the wind pushes the ball towards him. Swing and a drive. There's a liner deep left field. That ball is gone over the wall. It's a 1-run game.
There you go. When you don't get butts down, it's glaring.
Like that. As Kevin swings and misses, Matz takes care of the opposing pitcher. Gausman's 2-2. Caught on and missed. Cano is down on strikes. Conforto walked on 4 pitches his first time. Swings the first pitch this time. Drives it toward right. Markakis sprinting to the corner. Is going to get there. And that retires the side. As he would like, but there is some history there. As Matt's got it with an off-speed pitch. And Donaldson is his second strikeout.
Better be careful, because if you miss in there, you're not getting it back.
They went in there again, and it's right over the inside corner for strike 3. Matt strikes out 2 in the third. He preserves a 1-run. And that one's lined and caught. What a leaping grab by Ozzie.
If we're in June or July and those spikes were worn down a little bit, he may not have caught that ball.
And another shot the other way. Acuna got an excellent jump near the track and tracked her down, and that retires the side. Turning that lineup card over pretty frequently. And a little dribbler hit toward Cano. He's going to have to barehand this one, and he almost handcuffed Alonso, but he made the play for the first out.
He's squaring balls up a lot more regularly, which enables him to drive the ball and do the damage he's doing. Good pitch right there.
First homer of the year for Johan Camargo. And there's the change again. Matz has had that one working all night long. 2 strikeouts in the third. A liner to left will get down for a base hit. So Lagares singles, and Gausman to the stretch. Matz will try to bunt, and he does, hard right back to Freddie Freeman. That was a good job.
Yep.
That was not an easy pitch to bunt.
I don't know if that was a 6. There's no science to it.
Ground ball hit to the right side. Freddie broke for the ball, but gets back to the bag in time. Gausman sawed off Nimmo. He chased it, and Gausman goes up and strikes out Alonso for the second time. The 2-2 is cut on and missed. Matz has struck out 3 in a row this year, and Matz is on pace for that. And that is number 7 and 4 in a row. Back to the top of the order we go. 2 hits. And a swing and a miss takes care of Conforto. He's got 5 strikeouts, does Kevin. 2 up, 2 down. 5 coming. And it's lined towards second and over Ozzy's head. He couldn't get to that one. And Ramos a well-earned 2-out hit. Runner goes. Pitch hammered toward the gap in right center field. That's going to get down. Nick Markakis will play it cleanly, and Ramos will stop at third. Anybody but the catcher running, and that scores a run. So there's a break for the Braves.
Miami series, no issue. 6 games, 1-1 with a 3.3 ERA. So.
Ground ball poked through the right side. An opposite field hit for Rosario as a 4-hit game. And that has been the approach of the Mets all season long. And that didn't hit the zone, and Parsons has allowed the first 2 batters to reach. The pitcher up. Got to get Matz to keep this thing close. He swings the first and drives it to center, and Acuna will put it away. That retires the side. New York gets a run on 3 2-out hits.
Good job fighting that off.
And that's called strike 3. Boy, he has gotten the corners and the black call to the inside. That's been great. 90th pitch. Fly ball, well hit center. Lagares on the run, still going to the track, to the wall, and right at the 400 sign makes the play. The park just big enough to hold that. Pitch number 9 for Ronald, and it's bounced up the middle, and he's got a well-earned hit. And he's going to be 0 for 3 if Cano handles this one cleanly. And he did. Steven Matz is through 6 brilliant innings. As we head to the 7th, Johnny Venters becomes the 3rd Braves pitcher of the night. And a 4-pitch walk chases Nimmo to first. This is a guy that's walloped to straightaway center, and Acuna will admire that. Into Chattahoochee Falls. A line drive homer for Alonso, whose legend is growing by the minute. That ball is flat on one side.
Yeah.
And New York leads 6-2.
And that was hit so hard it was.
And they've come in the 7th inning.
Wow.
As Cano swings and misses, he's had a tough night.
Yeah.
Well, that's a drastic change in the way the game's played nowadays. As Venters has back-to-back strikeouts. Matz was outstanding. 2 runs in 6 innings with 8 strikeouts. Sharply hit. Rosario can't get it. It's a base hit for Dansby. A hard hit ball, and there's a start for Atlanta in the 7th. Someone you'd figure would be capable of that. And he just struck out Camargo on 3 pitches. That was nasty.
Yeah, that was a good pitch right there.
Right back where it came from, and the Braves are in business. 2 singles in the bottom of the 7th inning. And now you can start thinking about Matt Joyce going into launch mode.
It's off the plate, and the bases are loaded for Ozzie. Well, you talk about a potential magic moment. And he did chase. 96 up in the zone, and Albies.
Ground ball on the first pitch to third. Race to the third base bag, and Gesellman got out of it. A strikeout and a ground out, and the Braves leave him loaded. That hurt.
And say hello to Josh Tomlin. It's been a while, Tom, since Josh has been on a big league mound.
Yeah, pitching the Philadelphia series. Pitched the third of an inning.
Another high fly ball lifted toward right field. Joyce is going to have room. And there's the first out. They complained last year when they had to go to Las Vegas for an exhibition. Unlike this year where they had to go to Syracuse. But that's a story for another time.
This is his fifth game on the year. Pitched a scoreless inning on Tuesday for the Mets against Minnesota.
St. Louis. There's a drive deep left field. You talk about belted. Way out into the concourse. Holy smokes.
Well, we talked about it. You got to pitch him in. But your margin for error is pretty small. Try to go in there, throw it down the middle, and that went a long way.
Mats, Gesellman, Avalon, and now Familia, who has struggled in his last couple.
Yep.
And that's got to be a challenge for the extra men. Charlie wanted an appeal, but that was called a strike at the plate. Not sure that was a swing.
No, I never understand that. Get help.
That's not a swing. And somebody just got tossed from the Braves dugout. Walt Weiss, Kevin Seitzer, and Brian Snitker. And I'm sure that's exactly what Brian's saying to Dan Bellino versus Juris Familia, who got called strike three over the inside corner. Dansby's running. Pitch cut on and missed, and Ramos dropped it. And that's a 3-2 pitch. And a late third strike call. Boy, oh boy. Dansby doesn't believe it. Camargo doesn't believe it. And the strike zone has gotten awfully generous late in the eighth inning.
A lot of streakiness, it seems, one way or the other so far this year.
Well, Luke Jackson's put together a nice run because of that pitch right there. And he just took care of Nimmo. This one's scorched towards center. That's going to get down into the gap. Acuna comes over, cuts it off. Big turnaround first. And back to first is Alonso. He's running. The pitch is dropped by Tyler Flowers, or not dropped. He couldn't get a handle on it. And now
awfully important they don't let that guy score.
Up the middle. Dansby had his man played perfectly. Broxton to third. 2 outs. 0 for 5 night for Cano. Right here and bring the Braves to the plate. Ground ball to short. Runner was moving. Dansby's got it. Catcher running. And Jackson gets out of it in the 9th inning.
Is the closer for the Mets. This guy is almost automatic. He is. And he's greeted rudely with a rocket up the middle by Tyler Flowers, who just continues to sizzle against right-handed pitching. Ken Cano. And a swing and a miss by Joyce. 98-mile-an-hour heat took care of him. 1 on, 1 out, and back to the top. Popped up. And that is playable for Broxton. And Keon's got it, and that's the second out. Line drive toward right field. That's going to chase Conforto back. It's over his head. It's off the wall. Flowers on his way to third. He'll be stopped, and the Braves will bring the tying run to the plate. And guess who it is? It's Mets killer Freddie Freeman. Here it is. He struck him out with a high fastball at 99, and the Mets hang on and win Game 1 in Atlanta tonight by a final score of 6-3.